Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my home. I'm Usagora. I'm here to move with you, help you move through, and teach you perhaps some yoga. Today we're going to start in a mountain pose. We have about 5 minutes before we get started though, so I'm going to finish grabbing my blanket, get myself together, finish what I'm doing, and 5 minutes, just let me be live so that we can join together. Okay. Be right back. Get my blanket. Hello again. Hello. Here I am. Just waiting for a few more minutes for us to get started. It's almost normal our life, other than going out. We're trying to do the best that we can, coping. If you happen to see my granddaughter running out of my bedroom, maybe you might not on Facebook, but YouTube might. It's a wider screen. So she's hanging out with my wife, her grandma, and she's only 4, so she has a tendency to act like a 4-year-old and do whatever she wants. And it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So take the time to allow yourself to focus. So even just sitting while we're waiting or standing, however you want, just literally a few more minutes, less than 3 minutes. Let yourself begin to focus internally, allowing yourself to realize in yourself that there's more of you to you than the physical self. There's a lot of energy within yourself. Universe filled of energy within you. So allow yourself to focus on breathing, feeling the flesh of your feet on the floor, and just relax. Preparing yourself, knowing that you have to turn everything on. So let yourself connect, make those connections. Oh, we're hanging out. Or just hang out. However you want to go. It's fine. And breathe. Now I'm just allowing myself to limber up my ankles a little bit. Sometimes you need to relax. Got 1 more minute left. Releasing them, allowing them to gently move. Let them be soft. Soft knees, soft ankles, so that you're pliable. When you bend your knees, you feel how tight the calves are. It's underneath those calves, there's a muscle called soleus. When you bend your knees, that's what you feel, that tightness right there. Push the knees forward. Relax, relax. Don't force it. Nothing hard. I'm looking forward to doing yoga this morning. I am tight, very tight from doing yoga. When I teach mostly, and my practice has not been what it used to be. So, human. We all have journeys, we travel, we all make choices, and we do things, and the consequences of those choices is what we have to pay. And so sometimes the choices that I make suffers my own practice. Okay. But I'm here, and we're here, and we're going to enjoy, well, I hope you enjoy the session of yoga. I hope that you are able to be calm in everything that you do today. Nothing fast, nothing hard, just slow and gentle yoga. Okay? So that if you need to, you can do at slow a pace as you need. And if you need more, I'll throw some things in. Throw a few extra things during each pose. Doesn't mean that you have to do it. It's just for the others that want more and need more, okay? But for the beginner, this is more for a beginner. To learn how to learn where to place your feet, what to look for, while trying to get along with each other in life, the life that we have it now. Okay, it's 10:01. It is past my starting point. That's how much I talk. So let's begin. I'm going to turn on my side. So allowing your feet to come as close as you can. Good morning. Breathing through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Line up the webbing of your second and third toe to the center of your heel. Keep breathing through the nose intentionally. We do it anyway. We breathe anyway, but do it intentionally. Mountain pose. Feel the big toe, the inner heel drawing toward the floor, the knees drawing toward each other, the tail pulling to the center. Everything is pulling into the middle, drawing inward and upward, finding that mark as straight as we can, allowing the arms to rotate, the elbows go back, the palms open flat, trying to open up the arms to the sides of the body. Whatever the body allows is good. Just what's good is good. Whatever feels good. Follow your breath, inhaling up to the sky, way up high. Gentle first, gentle and easy, just in the move, just to allow the softness of yourself. Breathing and releasing all your tensions, reaching way up high. And exhale. Again, gently, sweeping. Find your body lifting away from your hips. Stretch your belly. And exhale. We'll do that one more time, just one more. Try not to let your tail lift upward as we stretch the body higher. Draw that tail under. Keep on your heels and relax and soften. As we inhale, allow the right leg to step back. Both legs are straight. We're reaching tall, as straight as we can. Reaching up, softening the heart, melting the shoulders. And relax. Just a soft, easy movement. Same thing, straight legs, nothing hard. Just finding yourself, gaining control of your body, thinking about it. Try not to let, as you step, try not to let the body stay forward. Try to make yourself between your feet and relax. Switching legs. Inhale back. And exhale. Now this time as we step, turn your right foot into the corner. Let's stay in the corner. Softly lift the arms. Now let the hips turn in as we bend the knee in the front. Keep the knee on the front, bending on top of the heel. Try not to let the back knee bend at all, but the hips are trying to rotate in. Reach the belly in, extend yourself tall. Feel that wonderful stretch. Take as deep a breath here. Soften from the middle of the back to the middle of the heart, upward as we reach and way up high. Relax, release, and gently step forward. Let's do the same thing with that left leg. Inhale, step back. The knee bends. The leg stays straight. The blade is on the floor. So imagine that the heels are trying to pull toward each other. Can you feel that feeling? Feel how that feels, pulling everything right into the middle. Keep that soft, easy tension while rotating the hips, while extending the body. Draw upward. Feel yourself extending even though we're working the legs. Breathing. And come back up. Mountain pose. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Let's do a back bend. Reach up as high as you can, pulling your tail forward, your hips forward. Reach the shoulders back. Look up to your fingers. You don't have to go far, but don't go down. Go up, up. Keep reaching upward. And come back up. Now into a forward bend. Soften the knees, hinging from the hips. Let that body melt. Now don't bend your knees too much. You don't want to squat down. Just a little bend and drape the body over the thigh. Let yourself go completely down. Of course, if you need blocks, books, anything to hold you, where you're comfortable, even your thighs, if this is enough, it's fine. Pushing the floor away, use big toes, inner heels to stay centered, rolling from the tail, rolling from the tail, all the way up, inhale. Working slowly, lifting high. Again, the palms touch, pushing the hips forward, soften your knees. Lift a little further this time. Push the hips up toward the ceiling this time, bend your knees more. Inhale, come back up and relax and release. The right leg is going to step back for a triangle pose. Bigger step if you can. Beginners, let your foot turn. Let that foot turn. The front foot, line up the second and third toe with the heel. Heel to heel. Hips turning in for the beginner. That's a wonderful place, but the body still stays on its side. More advanced, we want to go flatter through the hips. There's 4 corners of your hips. Bottom corners, top corners. All 4 corners need to revolve, rotate, and press. Be careful when you do that, the knee wants to pivot inward. Be careful not to hurt yourself. Be careful not to let your heel turn outward, right? So you got to be careful. That's why beginners, please stay so you don't hurt yourself. It takes time to learn how to manipulate your own self. Awareness of self, right? Breathing. Are you still breathing or are you already in your pose? Either way, stay and gently go to the pose if you're not there. Stay in the pose if you are there. Now notice how the body starts to curve here. We don't want that curve. We want those hips. So keep the body in line from the crown to the tail and make the hips do the work. Careful not to lock your knee back and try not to bend your knee. It's about keeping straight, roll both thighs outward. Staying, even though we're leaning, extend your body. Extend your arms. Reaching. Softly, softly, softly. More hips. More hips. Breathing. And come back up. Relax, release, and step forward. Do the same thing on the other side. Left leg, comfortable spot, right? Nothing big, nothing far. And in triangle pose, even as a beginner, your heels turning, your hips turning, your body's rotating. As a beginner, this may be enough. Feel how much tension you have. Don't rely on what you see on TV, on the screen rather, or whatever. Don't rely on what you see me doing. Allow yourself to feel what is comfortable for your body. You may go this far and say, oh, that's too far. I need to come up. Come on. Okay. Ready? Reaching, extending. Feel how the hips are pushing back. Can you notice that on the screen? Trying to bring those hips into the middle. Trying to rotate that body. Notice how the spine is curving because the hips need to push. The more we push those hips, the more we can extend, reach, and rotate, and revolve, all at the same time. And come back up, relax, release, and step forward. My favorite pose. For the members who watch, my members from Boho Yoga, what's my favorite pose? Can you write it on there, or are you too busy doing yoga? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Chair pose. Chair pose is my favorite. Bring your feet about shoulder width apart. Make sure that the second and third toe line up with your heel. Make sure that the knees are tracking with the second and third toe. Breathing. Just shoulder width apart for now. So, pushing maybe a little closer than shoulder, yeah? Maybe a little closer. If you find the middle of your thigh, that's where the heel should be. That's where your heels should be, okay? Really should be. Pushing up the fall. Stretching up. Feel the belly pulling in, pulling your tail down, pushing your knees forward. Reaching. And just what you can. And the more you can, the more you're going to push the knees forward and the hips down. Breathing. Try to stay in your heels, not your toes. Notice what you're doing. Try to flatten that lower back by pulling the tail down and the belly in. Try to lift your chest a little bit more. Try to lift the arms a little bit more. Push a little further, perhaps. And melting all the way down. Relaxing completely down. Let your back release. Soften. Let the belly soften further to the thigh. Pull the chin to the throat. Pull the forehead toward the knees. Big toes and the heels are pulling toward the floor. Try to lift the back of the thighs. Try to extend your knees without overextending. Rolling the spine all the way up. Reaching up to the sky, way up high. Exhale, bring your arms back down to your sides. Sweeping the arms, we're going to start moving a little bit more. From a forward bend, we're going to reach back into the right leg. Way back to a nice low lunge. Stepping back. Now keep your feet about hip width apart. Shoulder width apart for your balance, however feels good. Lengthen so that your knee in the front stays on top of the heel. Pushing down into that same left hip to lower. Lift up that knee even further. Breathing. Now join your feet together in the back. Nothing hard, just a nice plank pose. Shoulders are wide, spine is between the shoulders. Breathing, sinking the body down to the floor. Anchoring the hips, joining your legs, extending your toes. Draw the ribs forward. Arching your back, shoulders back and down, chin to the throat. Doesn't matter how high, but how high can you go is fine. But if you can go higher, anchor the hips, lifting, not the chin, lifting the body. Shoulders are backing down. Breathing. Soften, come back down. Downward dog. Separate your feet, separate your fingers, lifting way up high, all the way up to the sky, pressing. Gently alternate your knees bending, opposite heel pressing toward the floor. Feel that stretching of your calves. Feel the back melting. Less tension in your back. Soften. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Look up to your fingers. Lift your body up and forward as we draw the knee up to the chest step. Lengthen. Feet are shoulder width apart. Nice and straight. Get the hunch out of your back. Draw everything flat. Notice yourself releasing your spine. Keep your chin in your throat. Allowing yourself, finding your way. Into a forward bend. Gently coming forward. Sinking your body down. As we inhale, come halfway up at least with your body. Bring your hands on your legs where you can. Try to flatten your back. Try to lengthen your body. Pull your hips away from your ribs. Pull your ribs away from your hips. Don't lock your knees. Soften, come back down. Inhale the eyes up. Reach the arms to the shoulders. Flat back, all the way up. All the way up we go. Reach up to the sky. Reverse swan and come back down. Now the right leg is going to step back bigger. This time the foot comes on the 90-degree turn. All the way back when you can. The left foot stays on top of the knee, on top of the heel. Now we rotate outward. Both thighs from the bottom rolling outward, around and back down so that the hips are pulling inward, opening up further. Watch the knee. Right hand, palm up, left hand, palm down. Without letting your head drop in any direction, just rotate to look over your left fingers. Steady as you can. Gently. Breathing. Stay in your heel as much as you can. Feel the feet. Can you pull them together a little? Feel them working? So we can draw a little further, a little down more. Nothing hard. Inhaling, extend the body way up high. Reaching, reaching, feel everything stretching. Exhale, right back down, right where we were. Soft and slow, gentle, gentle as you can. Reaching, can you feel it stretch? Breathing. Now, don't let the legs move. Bending your left arm, the middle of the arm, middle of the thigh. Try to sink the hips further as we extend overhead. On the side. Stay on the side. So you're not pushing into the leg, you're letting the leg do the work. Breathing. Gently come back up. All the way. Relax, release, and soften. Let's pivot. Pivot the feet to the other side. Adjust yourself for your distance. Where should you be? Okay? Wherever this foot is, second and third toe line up. The heel in the back lines up with the heel in front. The toes are 90 degrees, the knees on top. Carefully here is where we pivot those hips. Be careful. Only to what you can. So the higher you go, the easier it is to pivot. Careful with your knee. And only what you can. Of course, you can bring your hip in as much as you need for your comfort for now. And take your time to allow that constant realigning the hips, right? Realigning the spine, everything. Your breath, are you breathing? Okay, left arm comes out, palm up. Right palm comes down, eyes turning and reach. Stay in those heels. Stay as steady as you can. And of course, if you need a break, don't be afraid to break, but don't quit. Take a break, rest, and come back. It's not about how much or how long or how much you're not or how long you didn't. It's just what you can. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, back down. Reach a little further perhaps. Bending through the knee, through the elbow. Softly engaging, gently, lengthening, lowering, and allowing a nice straight line from your back heel to the fingertips extended in front of you. Overhead rather. Gently sink a little further perhaps. Breathing. And gently rise way up high. Relaxing and releasing with a soft, light step up. Nothing big, nothing hard. Everything is gentle. Breathe. Are you breathing? Did you forget? Breathe. Let's soften up those legs a little bit. Shake them out. Softly bring your hands together behind your back. Clasp your hands. I'll show you behind. Clasp your hands so that the knuckles are touching. Holding on at the base of the knuckles. Just a little pull is all you need. If you can, you let the palms touch. If they don't worry about it. Soft, whatever you need. But trying to extend the arms. The arms should be long. As the arms become longer, lift your chest up taller. As you lift your chest taller, draw your shoulder blades back a little bit more. Not big, not hard, just a little bit more. Keep trying to extend and soften. Notice the tension in your hands. Notice how your forearms are tightening up because you're gripping. Don't grip, just hold with your fingers. Just right there at the base. Nothing hard. Extending. Pushing the hips forward, soften the knees. Lift your heart up toward the ceiling. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. Arms are extending toward the knees. Now lift your chin. Feel that stretch in your heart, your chest, your neck. Holding your hands into a forward bend, gently melting down. Rest your arms on your back. Let it rest. Soften your shoulders. Chin down to your throat. Forehead toward the knees. Can you bend your knees more? Can you lower your body further? Stay here with your body and draw your arms up if you can. Gently releasing all that you can. And come back. Relax, release, and rise. Come back in. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Gently interlace your fingertips. Turn your palms upward and extend them all the way up. As high up as your body allows. Feel yourself stretching the fingers, the palms, the forearms. Draw the belly in. Try to get rid of that arch in the back. Feel yourself standing as straight as you can. Work with your belly. From your shoulders, just your arms, gently pull back. Just a little. And relax and release and shake it out. Take a deep breath. Okay, back to the front. Stepping back again for a warrior two type of a pose. Inhale the right leg back. Nice and long. Feel your body melting down. Use your blocks, a chair, anything for assistance so that you can lower yourself into a side angle. So I'm going to grab a couple of books just to show you. Whatever feels good to you. Just a few books I'm going to use. Alongside my heel as I step way back. Feel yourself releasing through the hips, opening up, breathing from a warrior two type of a pose, sinking further into those legs, allowing a rotation, pulling down the hand, what we can. Keep that knee on top of the heel, see it? Knee stays on top, hand comes on the block, reach the arm. Now, try not to use your shoulder to pull back. Notice how we do that a lot. All right, notice how tight that back is. So here we need to lift the chest upward, pull the hips forward to extend, reach with the rib cage opening, high up as far as you can. Pushing away from the floor with your legs. Come back up. I'm going to shift my books over to the other side as I pivot my feet, adjusting myself. Be comfortable. Allow. Find the weight on your feet flat. Feel your feet pushing away. Feel your feet pulling in. Feel that comfortable. You like that one? The comfortable spot between the two. Push and pull. That'll help. Extending your arms. Reaching what you can. Softly melting down. Breathing. Taking your time. Feel that arm not pulling too far, but lifting the chest and rolling the rib cage. Feel the hips turning underneath you more. Feel yourself reaching, extending both legs into the floor. That left leg is straight. And come back, lifting up with the legs. Carefully remove your block before you move your feet if you can. Turn both feet to the front. Narrower, wider, what's better for you is good. Okay? Straight feet, second and third toe in line. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Reaching into a forward fold. Long leg, wide leg, forward fold. Melting all the way down. Let the hands come under the shoulders. Let the shoulders drop all the way down what they will. Can you lift up the back of your thighs? Can you melt your spine further? Can you draw your belly deeper? And just melt your body like the gong of a bell. Like the gong of a bell. Soft and relaxed. Grab your elbows. Interlace your arms through them. Let your head rest between your arms. Breathing. Let the waist rock your body forward and back. Gently releasing your lower back. Carefully releasing those hamstrings. And relax and melt and bring your hands to the floor. Looking up, widen your hands a little wider and a little further forward than your shoulders. Use one leg, it doesn't matter which one, to take all of your support with both hands in one leg. Carefully bring one knee to the floor and sit with me. Before I sit down, I'm going to adjust my blanket so that I'm comfortable. Okay. There it is. And relaxed. Oh, that feels so good. So let's lengthen out the legs. Let's soften up that body. I'm going to turn. I have to turn on my side for you so you can see what I'm doing. I like having two mats, one going forward across and one going across. Okay. So as we're sitting, make sure you have cushion. You don't want to hurt. Draw your legs forward. Push them forward. Lift your body tall. Are you still thinking about contemplating the thoughts of breathing? Every inhale, every exhale. And notice every exhale, the belly is constantly drawing back. Every exhale, hold it. Not hard, but constantly. So that we're constantly working the belly. If you need to keep your knees soft here, that's fine. If you need to put a pillow underneath here so that you can stay seated tall, that's fine. If you can, push your legs away, push your heels away, push your knees down, but the toes still relax forward. Everything is relaxing, not hard. We're still lifting. Sweep the hands back, not to the back with the fingers, but the best that you can. Hands, fingers pointing forward. So because I'm using a blanket, my fingers ended up underneath it, and don't worry about it, wherever you're comfortable. Just don't go on top, right? So you're flat on the floor. Draw. Pulling your tail towards your toes. Can you feel that? Keep pushing your toes, keep pulling your tail, keep throwing the belly. As you do that, pull your rib cage away from your hips. Draw your elbows back, your shoulder blades back, and extend through the arms. Reaching where you can. Breathing. I'm going to bring my hands back a little further just a little bit, because I want to lean a little further back with my body. So drawing. In order to get my body to go on top of my wrist from here, I need to draw my hips up a little bit more. Try to draw your hips up either with both feet long on the floor or one knee bent. Use it to help support you coming all the way up. Try not to keep your head forward. Try to keep your head in. Shoulder blades pulling. And back. Okay? Other side. Reaching. Keep the knees straight. Keep everything straight and long. And reaching. One more time on each side. And come down. Last one. And relax and soften. Push the heels away. Sweep the arms outward and upward. Inhale. Into a forward fold. Melting. Now notice how tight you are. Let one hip adjust back. Let the other hip adjust back. Soften your back. Let it come forward. Where can you go? I'm going to reach further forward on my toes. Here's a good place if you want to use a strap around your ball joints. Holding on. Or grab the shin, the calves, the back of the thighs, anywhere here. So as we can't go any further rounding, let's go further, extending to the heart. Reaching. Don't let the legs go. Push them just a little bit. Breathing. Can you lift your heart more? Can you notice if your chin is lifting or is your crown lifting? Inhale, come back up. Can you go further? Maybe not. No matter. Maybe yes. It's about keeping flat through the spine. So feel everything drawing. The heart lifting, back of the thighs pushing. Inhale, come back up. And soften. Relax. Let's go on to the hands and knees. I'm going to use my blanket for my knees. I find that softer, or the older I get, nicer, softer feels. Right? I find a lot of comfort in just being softer and kinder to myself. Roll your thighs inside. Make sure that the top of the thighs are straight. Sitting on the heel, so you have to separate the feet. Let the knees touch the best they can. Both thighs are straight. Second and third toes straight with the heel. Breathe. Hero's pose. Looking straight ahead. Let the palms turn upward. One hand on top of the other. Let the thumbs touch. Right? Not hard, just relaxed. Breathe. It's not always about doing stuff. It's about contemplating, about thinking, about allowing your mind inside of your body to process what you're trying to do. To adapt to a new reality. That's what we're doing, isn't it? To adapt to a new reality within your own universe. That's your body. So many things going on in there, you can't catch it all in one shot. So we're trying to come back in here and just feel everything. So even though this pose seems like we're not doing much, the shoulders should be pulling back and down. Imagine the back of the shoulder pulling toward the opposite hip, making the letter X with both shoulders, shoulder blades, belly pulling in. So we're not arching while doing so, just what we can, nice and flat. We're focusing on the breathing. We're focusing on rolling those thighs in. We're focusing on keeping the weight off so it doesn't kill us, right? So we're engaging a little bit, right? We're trying to lift up that body at the same time. in itself. And breathe. Good. As we inhale, gently rise up onto your knees. Put pressure into your feet. Keep your feet behind your knees. Your knees are hip width apart. Pushing the hips forward a little bit more. Draw the belly in deeper. Adjust your hands where you're comfortable. Where you're comfortable. It's up to you. Shoulder blades pulling back, body's pulling tall, hips are pulling forward. Reaching upward. Shoulders are pulling back, shoulder blades are pulling back, elbows are rotating back. Breathing. Lifting your heart. Think about that spot under your collarbone and lift. Lift it up. Really feel those shoulders drawing back. Careful not to arch your back too much. Hinge more from the hips as much as you can to allow that body to lean back. Elbows pulling back, chin pulling into the throat. So let's just stay here and focus the mind. Breathing. And gently come back up. Soften down, knees together, feet together. I'm going to remove my blanket. Knees together, feet together. Softly, melting the arms behind us, palms up. Gently allow the body to melt onto the thighs. Tuck your chin into your throat. So imagine where your knees are, and imagine the eye sockets melting into the knees. If you can, allow them. And gently come back up. Softly extending yourself. Let's come back onto the floor. Bring back my blanket for my hips. Sitting on your blanket. Let me put my eyes back on so I can see if you're talking to me. And allow. Allow one leg on the floor. Now, here's the thing. Allow the leg on the floor as straight across you as you can, so that the knee and the heel are evenly dispersed. Carefully trying to bring that opposite heel on that knee and the knee on that heel. Relaxing up in your body. Breathing. Allowing yourself to melt through the knees and the hips. Carefully. Releasing your tensions. Great for the hips. Keep lifting your heart if you can. Keep finding your way. And relax and release and soften. Let's switch sides. Do the same thing, the best that we can. Working hard, adjusting yourself for your comforts. Notice your tensions releasing. Notice how I'm trying to keep my foot from collapsing. Just holding it straight to allow my hip to soften so that my knee will come down. There's no rush. It's just a focus. Breathing. Allowing just what we can. Nothing big, nothing hard. And relax and release. Lengthen out your legs, shake them out. Rub those knees if you need to, maybe a little bit too much, huh? Nothing too big though, please. Just so, don't kill yourself. All right, keep that right leg straight with that left leg up and in. Give yourself a nice little hug. Just a hug. Pull that heel in when you can. Hugging yourself. Just a little hug. Work it. How much can you hug yourself? Feel that hug. Take a deep breath. Keep your leg here where you can. If you like, you can bring it across to the opposite side. It's up to you where you want to be. Holding on with your right hand, lift your body. Gently rotating. Left hand helping to support. Pushing into that floor to help you relax upward. Just soft stretches. Gentle, gentle, gentle. So I'm excited today. Today I'm doing a couple of extra videos. Come back around. At 11:15, if you want to join me, I'll be doing an aerobic cardio aerobic aero kickboxing class filled with music and fun. Join me if you like. Tonight at 6:30, I'll be doing an arm balancing class and then another yoga class at 7. Oh, 7:30. Oops, did I mess up? I have to go check those times again because I don't remember what I said. Hope I gave myself enough time for that arm balancing class. Take a deep breath. Feel your heart lifting a little bit more. Can you turn a little further? You do notice I switch sides, right? Yeah? Okay. And relax. Bring that leg back in all the way. We didn't give ourselves that big hug, right? So give yourself that big hug. How far can you go? Oh. And relax. Widen out your legs nice and wide. Allow yourself plenty of room. I'm still sitting on my blanket, so I have a little bit of height. About an inch, not even. About a half an inch. And just let those legs lengthen outward. Softly. Just reach what you can. Just what you can. Whatever it is. Just reach to the side. Carefully. Allow yourself to reach on the side. Can you turn on your side? Now, if you feel comfortable with this, hang out. Don't do anything else. You want to try a little bit more? See where that thigh is near your hip. Imagine grabbing that part of your thigh with your right hand from around your back as we're lifting and turning. Doesn't mean you will. Doesn't mean you have to. It's just another way of getting the body flatter to the side. Flatter by giving your arms some extra work. Shoulder, shoulder blade, chest, hips, lengthening, reaching, breathing. And come back up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Soft, just what you can. Doesn't have to move far. You want to wrap it? Don't want to wrap it? You want to lift it? You want to keep it here and just relax? But notice that the body doesn't travel forward. Try reaching on its side, so you may not go far. It's fine. How much on the side, really on the side, can you turn? Think about it. This is the side, right? Can you make your body flat like the inner thigh? Reaching, lifting up taller. Even the hips are still pushing to allow you to go further. Arm may be wrapping, and if your arm is wrapping, notice how the shoulder rolls inward, right? You want to get that shoulder blade and shoulder to go back even further. How far can you go? Breathing. Come back up, relax, and release. Sweep the arms up to the sky as high as you can. We're coming forward as we can. Gently melting. Gently, gently, gently. Breathing and allowing the body to come to where it will go. Slowly taking your time. There is no rush. Try to make yourself flatter and flatter while doing so. If you need your hands on the floor, absolutely. Put them on the floor. Just what you can. Let yourself melt. Let yourself release. Let yourself flatten. And gently come back up. Softly push your legs. We're going to go one on top of the other. We're not done twisting. So you have one foot on top of the other. Best that you can. Grab your heel with your left hand. So your left leg has to be on top to do with your left hand. If your right leg is on top, you use your right hand. Wherever the same leg is. Same arm. Reaching your hand behind us. Now try to engage your foot to push your hand toward your thigh. Try to engage that. As you're engaging that, counter pull, a little counter pull with your shoulder blade back and your body rotating. Try to feel that. Carefully lifting up your body. Breathe. And relax. And release. And soften. Switch legs. Not big, not hard, nothing big. Especially if we're not used to doing that movements. Softly. Grabbing my heel, pressing my hand, pulling with my arm, shoulder blades working, body rotating. Push that heel the best that I can. And relax, and release, and soften. Sweeping the arms up to the sky, take a deep breath. Let the palms touch, hands coming to the heart. Just sit here for a breath or two. Let the eyes close. Just relaxing, nothing big. Like I said, it's soft. Find and relocate your focus of your breath. Can you close your eyes? You can hear me. I'm still here. You can hear the music. No, it's okay to close your eyes. Let your mind travel internally. Focus on how large you can inflate your lungs to capacity with an inhale. Pause at the top. As you exhale through the nose, draw the belly, goes flat into your spine with your abdomen. Hold at the bottom, pause. Do that 4 more times or more. As we inhale, allow the eyes to open, the head lifts, relax your arms down to the sides. Breathe. I'm going to readjust my legs. Still sitting here, I'm going to let one foot in front of the other. Pushing down into my knees, shifting my hips back, keeping my hips on the floor, but feel the hips rolling forward a little bit more. Lift up on top of that and breathe. Now, pushing your hands into your legs. Try not to push onto your knees, but into the front sides of your legs. Draw your chest upward, draw your shoulder blades back. Draw your belly in, draw your tail forward. Now, draw your tail forward, draw your belly in, roll your shoulders forward, chin to your chest. Feel everything drawing inward as we exhale. Inhale, gently come back up. Shoulder blades back, shoulders back, put pressure on your hands, extend your arms. Draw the belly in, extend your spine. Exhale, draw the belly, draw the tail, shoulders forward, chin to throat, forehead toward navel. Feel everything sinking. Inhale, come back up as far as you can. Keep your right hand on your leg, bring your left hand back with a nice tall lift, a soft little twist, a gentle little rotation. Do the same thing on the other side. Nothing big, just a little rotation. And come back around. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Soften the hands together, bring them to your heart. And this time, close your eyes and relax here. Just for a few breaths. In gratitude to yourself for the time we shared together. In gratitude to yourself for the kindness you've shown yourself. Take a deep breath. To the source of your existence for your existence, our connections one to the other. Take a deep breath. As we inhale again, allow the head to lift, the eyes begin to open. Namaste. See you soon. Join me. I'll be here at 11:15 to start another class.